he started screaming, "Oh no! We're not gonna make it! We're gonna die!" I was 11 years old in 6th grade. My school had organized a day for us to go canoeing in the canals of my hometown. The moment we got there were a lot of canoes already waiting for us. But there were also some pedal boats. But those were very limited, so me and my friends quickly got one of the pedal boats because we liked those better than canoes. Everything was totally fine as we pedaled through the canals of our hometown. But then, as we crossed underneath the bridge, we suddenly heard sobbing. Right there, in one of the canoes were 2 guys from our class. For privacy reasons, let's call them Kevin and Peter. They were basically part of the cool clique. You know, the tough guys. However, Kevin was totally crying hysterically. So we were like, "Oi mate, what's going on?" And he was totally like, "Oh, I hate this is so whatever." He was totally freaking out over canoeing. Okay. He was like, "Oh, wait a second, can I join you guys?" And me, not being able to say no at the time, was instantly like, "Yeah, sure." And everyone else in the pedal boat was like, "Quentin, no." But then he climbed aboard and there were 5 of us in a pedal boat that's actually meant for 4 people. So as he sat in the back, the thing that actually rotates when you pedal it and that actually makes the boat go was pushed more underwater, making it more difficult to pedal the pedal boat. But he calmed down and we were like, okay, if this can calm him down, alright. Then as Peter continued alone in their canoe, Kevin suddenly realized his coat was still in the boat. And he started hysterically crying again. Suddenly, like, behind us, because he was sitting in the back, he was like, "My coat! My coat is still in there!" Ah! And we were like, holy, whoa. So we yelled at Peter like, "Oi mate, his coat is still in the canoe!" But he didn't hear us and he continued on. And he kept freaking out. I'm like, it's not like he's gonna tip over the canoe or just throw out your coat or whatever. It's gonna be there the moment we arrive back. But no, he was totally freaking out. But, you know, at some point, he was alright again. But somehow, he still kept getting super scared all the time. Like, whenever nothing at all happened. Like, at some point, we assumed that he couldn't swim. But the thing is, I saw him at a pool a few months later. So unless he learned to totally perfectly swim within a few months, I mean, that would be impressive. So as we paddled on the pedal boat, suddenly the wind started going into another direction, right into our faces. So we had wind coming from the front, therefore the stream of the water also went against us. And we had another person sitting in the back, making it more difficult. So we went ridiculously slow. But at some point we were at this gigantic open spot in the canal. Like, it was very broad and we were right in the middle. So the chances of us hitting the sides were 0%. So no risk, right? Think again. In the middle of the pedal boat there was this steering thing. It was basically like a gear shift. However, it stood forward, so you basically shifted like this to go into a different direction. So and it hadn't been my turn yet to steer the thing. So I was like, "Oi mate, let me steer it now." And they were like, "Okay, sure." So I steered it, but the thing is kind of heavy because it's basically you're shifting the gears and the wheel that makes the pedal boat going. So as I was shifting it around, we were just going like, you know, a bit sideways because I was steering. And Kevin started freaking out again. "Oh my god, Quentin, stop! No!" I was like, "Holy, stop it!" And he started shaking me. "Stop! Stop!" I was like, "Holy, stop! You stop! You're the one being totally insane right now." So alright, you know, I said, fine, I'll keep it straight. But because, you know, you have a bit of momentum in a boat, because it was really tough to steer the thing, it wasn't really straight ahead. So we went in the slightest curve to the right. Like, slightly. If we would have continued at that speed, at that direction, at that angle, we would have hit like the side in 2 minutes or something. So, you know, no risk. But no, suddenly he started freaking out again. "Oh no, we're going straight for the side, we're gonna hit it!" And I was like, "Mate, there's a ton of space there. It was open water." But no, I was like, okay, you know what? Someone else steer, okay? This is not even fun. And I can't stand that guy right now. So someone else took the steering shift. And it was alright again. But because we had more people and everything working against us, we went very slowly, like I said. So, as we crossed another bridge, there were some people of our school yelling, "Hey, the rest of us is already there, you're gonna make it!" There were some teachers. And we were like, "Of course, we'll be there in a second." But not Kevin. He started screaming, "Oh no! We're not gonna make it, we're gonna die!" But he was totally serious. It's not like, ironically, like, "Oh no, we're gonna die, ha, lols." No, he was totally freaking out. "We're gonna die, we're not gonna make it, we're gonna die here in this perfectly safe canal, still totally freaking out, constantly crying, yelling, help, help, at random people at the sides. But we were totally fine. I'm like, no, we're gonna make it, don't worry. So at the end, we got finally back to the canoe place. All of the other canoes and the one other pedal boat were already there, and we docked and we got out and we were like, oh my god, that guy was so irritating. And then later on, I didn't even hear this at the time, but one of my friends said that when Kevin got out of our boat, he was like, and went over to his friends and said, huh, those losers were so scared. What? No! No! Hey everyone, LightFeather here. So yeah, that was the pedal boat story. Please let me know down below in the comments, what would you have done in this situation? And if you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe to this channel. I post something to get to know each other a little bit better like this on Saturday. And on Wednesday I post a comedy sketch or a cinematic or a combination between the two. All of that to let people know that it's awesome and okay to be yourself and to be unique, and you shouldn't let anyone change who you are because you are perfect the way you are. So if you agree, you can of course subscribe. But above all, I really hope you like this video, and like I always say, just be unique because you're awesome the way you are.